Hey everyone, welcome back to my new video, and we are once again looking at vocabulary, and in particular we're going to look at something called suffixes. So this is something that you may not have heard the name of, but it is incredibly common in English and you've definitely seen them before. So you may remember in a previous video we looked at things called prefixes, and these were just words or even just a letter placed at the beginning of a word to change its meaning, such as pre, which means before, so predate or prehistory means before something, so prehistory is before human history, so like dinosaurs. Extra could be extraordinary, so outside or more than ordinary, such as a superhero or just an everyday person who does pretty amazing things. And then another one we looked at was pro, which means in support of or in favor of. So it could be promotion, or you could say things like pro-government, pro-democracy, things like that. So what is a suffix? A suffix is simply like the opposite of a prefix. So instead of the word or letter being at the start of the word, it is at the end, and it again changes its meaning. So I'll give you some very simple suffixes that you guys have all seen before, such as er. So teach, we all know what that means. If you add er, it becomes teacher. It means a person who teaches. Another very simple one, s, it means plural, so building plus s, buildings, plural buildings. And finally, ed would mean past tense. So played is the past tense of play. So these are very simple ones that you guys have seen. I'm going to show you some ones that you may have seen before, but maybe you didn't know they actually had a meaning. So let's look at these now. So our first one is words that end in ify or fy, and these generally mean to make or to become. And it's always important to remember, guys, when we are studying English, there are always exceptions to the rules. So not every word that ends in ify or fy will mean this. However, a lot of them will. So let's look at some of these words. So we have terrify, beautify, justify, modify. So terrify means to make terror. So make people afraid, something like that. You could say his goal was to terrify the world, something like that. Then beautified means to make more beautiful or to make something beautiful. You can beautify yourself, your house, your cat. Basically anything can be beautified. Justify means you're trying to prove to other people that what you're doing is right. So you could say, I'm trying to justify my opinion or my beliefs. And lastly, modify. It just means to make changes. For example, you can modify a car. You can modify your assignment, your house. This word is very versatile and you can use it to mean make changes on anything. You can modify literally anything. So our next suffix is words that end in able or ible, and these just mean that it is capable or able to do something. So you may have seen some of these words as well: edible, portable, flexible, visible. So these all mean that they're able to do something. So edible means it can be eaten. It means it won't kill you if you eat it. In English as well, we will sometimes use this word to describe food that's not very nice. So someone asks you, how's your dinner? You can say, it's not very good, but it is edible. So you're not going to die eating it. You can physically eat it, but it just doesn't taste very good. Next we have portable, which means can be easily moved. So things like your mobile phone or headphones, things like that are very portable. Flexible means it can be bent or flexed. So it is capable of being bent or is able to bend. And lastly, visible is something that can be seen. So this is another example of something that is portable, like the Nintendo Switch. And lastly, we have OUS, means full of something or having some sort of quality. So famous, you've definitely heard of that. Nervous, cautious, anxious. Famous means having a lot of fame. Nervous means you have a lot of nerves or feeling full of nerves. Cautious means you're kind of avoiding problems, so you're full of caution. And lastly, anxious, full of worry or having a lot of worry. For example, if you're giving a big presentation in front of a lot of people, you may feel very nervous. So guys, that is the end of our video. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow for our next one. Goodbye.